Welcome to CSL TV. And I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you and someone out. And we pretty much just watch what goes on in the world and talk about them. And if you've been rocking with your boy, I just got to say thank you so much, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you rocking it out with CSL TV. I just got to say I appreciate that. Notice News, Notice Explain, Crime Line, NBC, all the news, folks. I just got to say thank you for letting me use y'all content to show the world what's going on, because not everybody can be everywhere at the same place or have the same resources. And as you guys can see, it's now 19-year-old Indiana man was sentenced to over 150 years in prison for luring 3 men that happen to be dark-skinned into a grassy field to show them how a Glock switch worked. Now, if this was racially motivated, we would all say he was racist, but then he proceeded to gun them down, and at the time of this crime, he was 16 years old. Now, we can see his name was Caden Smith, and I just feel bad because for teenagers nowadays, and how we be seeing and hearing about all this crazy stuff that goes on in the news, none of them are being, loved properly, because all this negative and violence and shit. When I was a kid, I don't remember hearing about none of these teens or having to worry about, this or that happening, because I was being a kid and he was charged with so much stuff. But I don't like making my intros too long, so I just hope you beautiful people out there having a good day, and you already know what we're gonna do over here, so let's get it.
This story is super messed up. This is Nathaniel Huey Jr. from outside Chicago, Illinois. At some point, he allegedly began having an affair with his coworker, 32-year-old Zoraida Bartolome. But Nathaniel was engaged to this woman, 50-year-old Ermelinda Palomo. And police say that when Palomo found out about the affair, she lost it. She created a whole digital world with fake social media profiles in an effort to convince her fiance that he was involved in a Mexican drug cartel that was somehow linked to his fiance. Through these fake accounts, she told him to stop sleeping with other women, be nice to her, and even have sex with her. But wait, it gets worse, so much worse. Palomo then convinced her fiance, through these fake accounts, to kill his lover and her entire family. And that's what he did. On the night of September 17th, 2023, Nathaniel carried out the plan. He entered his lover's home and executed her, her husband, their 2 children, and their 3 dogs, all while Palomo waited outside in the car. After the murders, Nathaniel spray painted the walls to make it look like a burglary gone wrong, following the instructions from his fiance. But even after the killings, he continued to communicate with the fake accounts. When police first questioned him, he denied involvement in the murders, but eventually fled. The 2 were traced down to Oklahoma, where they ended up in a high-speed chase with police. As police closed in, the car they were driving crashed, somehow caught on fire, and Nathaniel allegedly killed Palomo and then himself. Police say it's unlikely he ever knew the truth. It should be noted here that authorities called Nathaniel, quote, irrational and erratic with an extensive firearms collection. That's probably why crazy shit like this only happens regularly in the United States. Right now, there are literally more guns than people in our country, while more than half of adults in the US who need mental health care receive no treatment at all. Combine these 2 stats and you get a deadly mix from violent crime that's totally preventable.
Man, that is so crazy, and all I can say to this situation is mental health is so real. Like, why would you do something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was going in this person's mind, thinking that they were supposed to follow these type of orders? Because I'm sorry, me personally, I always look at people who lie as cowards, soft, and I always use the term, if you can't hide nothing from God, then who the fuck are you? So if you knew you was doing wrong, what you should have did was stop doing it to begin with, and just start doing things the right way, and seeing if this type of, shit would have stopped. Because I'm sorry, you killing people does not serve a purpose. Besides, your dumb ass needs to be in jail. You know what I'm saying? You went on and thought and planned and carried out something like this, and you took yourself, which while mentally we know you wasn't all the way there. But man, I don't understand, folks, why they let these people that's on the other side of nothing mess with their brain, manipulate them into doing crazy stuff. Just like them kids that be thinking they dating somebody and then they find out it's a damn scammer, and now they up here saying, well, kill yourself, and the kid do it. Like, what the fuck, man? This shit is just crazy. And then a whole family got killed and executed because of somebody else's stupidity. You know, if it happened to her, which I don't like this whole violent shit because I hate violence, but at the same time, she was cheating. So whatever happened, you know what I'm saying, to her was because of her own actions and stuff. Now, as far as in the kids and the husband and, you know what I'm saying, the guy, whatever, that shit right there just touched a whole nother nerve. And then the FBI was on your trail and you decided to what? Y'all take off. And you took both of y'all out. The Fifi and you. So that's how you know, man, mental health is something that needs to be talked about more in this country. Mental health is something that needs to be talked about more in this world. Because that guy had a massive gun collection. And think about what he could have done because of what he was dealing with mentally. It could have been so much worse than what we just, you know what I'm saying, heard about. And he could have just, man, I don't even want to talk or speak no type of shit like that into existence because y'all know about the election. There's going to be so much bullshit going on, so many crazy people doing stupid stuff because nobody is happy with letting things be how it's supposed to be and you make the best of it. Like, if it's not your, you know what I'm saying, power to change however you feel or whatever, don't be one of these soft, tender ass people who think violence is the way to go because guess what? It's not. Being the right person is the way to go. Trying to understand and move different for the better is the way to go.
Could Election Day turn into a mass casualty nightmare? That's what one man was apparently hoping for. The FBI announced yesterday that they uncovered a potential Election Day terror attack that would have been devastating. They say that's what this man, 27-year-old Nasir Tawhidi, was planning. According to the FBI, Tawhidi had been plotting to kill U.S. Americans on Election Day using AK-47s. The FBI did not say where he intended to attack. The FBI arrested Tawhidi when he showed up to purchase guns on a remote ranch in Oklahoma. Investigators say Tawhidi was a firm believer in ISIS ideology. They found texts, images, and posts on his devices that showed his extremist views. One text he sent mentioned buying 500 bullets and asked if it was enough for the attack. Tawhidi also searched online for how to access Washington, D.C.'s cameras and which U.S. state does not require relations to get a firearm. Fortunately, the FBI got involved before it was too late, using confidential sources to set up a sham gun deal. They say he even recruited his nephew, who's under the age of 18, as a co-conspirator in the attack. Because the nephew is a minor, his name has not been released, and it's unclear if he's been charged with the crime as well. They also alleged that Tawhidi sold his house and made plans to relocate his family out of the country, clearly preparing for something big. Here's the thing. Because Tawhidi is an Afghan national who came to the U.S. in 2021 on a special visa, right-wing media have pounced on this story to demonize all refugees and migrant workers. Except, studies show that immigrants actually commit far fewer crimes than U.S.-born citizens. According to one study from the Cato Institute, the criminal conviction rate for illegal immigrants was 45% lower than that of native-born Americans. The reason? Many immigrants are terrified of getting deported. One mistake could mean losing everything they've worked so hard for. If convicted, Tawhidi could face 45 years in prison.
Man, that was crazy, man. Crazy. And people want to talk about get rid of the police, defund the police. No, we just need to get rid of the corrupted departments, you know what I'm saying? The departments that's tainted with bullshit and only want to destruct and hurt people. Them the departments are the folks we need to, you know what I'm saying, defund. But if it wasn't for the police, FBI, however you want to look at it, we would have never known about this crazy mother sucker that want to hurt innocent people because of doing what they have the right to do, and that's speak your mind and vote for who you want. I just can't believe some of the stuff and some of the people that we got to share this world with when you just trying to live day to day. You know what I'm saying? And then we have kids and stuff. So, you know, think about it. We have loved ones like your mom, your dad, or anybody in your life I should say that you consider family. So, I mean, I don't know. I just can't get this shit around my head though. We just heard about this one kid who tried to show how a Glock switch worked. If you've seen it in the beginning, executed those 3 kids. Then we got the dating, cheating mental patient who then took out the girl family, including her. FBI get on his trail. He take him and his girl out. You know what I'm saying? And then this guy had a lot of guns from what we heard. Just like this lunatic who was trying to purchase all them damn bullets and stuff. And even got his nephew in a whole ordeal. Like, if people mentally messed up like that or hurt to the core to the point they want to bleed and put that hurt on somebody else, like, you don't get anything out of that. The only thing you get is death in prison. And that's all we see in this whole fucking video is people getting, either they dying or they spending the rest of their life in jail for violence. And we know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, with history. We all know about the violent stuff and shit that's going on now in the United States, all overseas with. It's just too much going on. I'm just tired of hearing all this negative violence. It's just too much. And, you know, hopefully the right positive energy can help curb some of that. Everybody start doing better, being better, and actually be united. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being divided.